is a mess.
Riley has an urgent update. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Max, Appleton warning. There's a very strong tornado on the ground. Velocities have quickly intensified. Very deep debris signature on that. This is most likely a significant tornado. Currently a radar indicated warning, also producing 3-inch hail. We're going to issue a confirmed max alert for that.
Thank you, Riley, for the update. All right, so we got a significant tornado in progress now in Appleton. All right, so we got Appleton under a tornado warning here. This is definitely a strong tornado. If you are in Appleton, you need to run to your safe place right now. Put as many walls between you from the outside as possible, and you need to get away from windows. This is a significant tornado right now. This is live, guys, right now inside of the tornado warning. It is really intense out there, all right? We got a significant tornado that is in progress right now, and it is going through the southwest side of Appleton. This is coming up on the Maple Tree Restaurant and Pancake House, the Perry Hall, the Piggly Wiggly on the south side of the city. You got to run to your safe place right now, guys. If you're in Appleton, if you're in Neenah, if you're in Fox Crossing, all these places, you've got to run. Do not walk to your safe place. This is a significant tornado, likely a large tornado right now that is producing damage. You can actually, I think, maybe see it right there on the top of your screen. That would be where we're looking for that tornado, but either way, not that we can really see it, I don't think, from this camera or really any of the cameras. You can just see how intense it is out there. I mean, this is undoubtedly a very significant tornado right now. Going back over to the correlation coefficient, that is a really big debris signature. And again, that is right over the Xavier Fine Arts Theater where that tornado just hit. And it's coming up on the St. Elizabeth Hospital right now. And then it's going to track down towards Harrison and Sherwood over the next few minutes. This is an urgent situation, though, for anybody in Appleton. I mean, this came out of almost nowhere. I mean, I've been watching this storm for like an hour on radar. Did not look anything like this tornado wise, and now it has become a very significant tornado threat here in the city of Appleton. But again, that tornado is going to be approaching US Highway 10 here in a second. There are thousands of homes here on the south. There you go.
This is an emergency alert. A large and strong tornado is on the ground. Seek shelter immediately.
So now they have issued a PDS tornado warning for this storm. This includes Calumet, Outagamie County, Winnebago, and Manitowoc counties here in Wisconsin. You need to run to your safe place and put as many walls between you from the outside as possible and get away from windows. This is a significant tornado right now that is moving through Appleton. And also Simon, who's a storm chaser here, just said heading south, tornadoes on the ground, and there are power flashes. So obviously quite the significant tornado happening right now in the city of Appleton. And we are waiting for this next radar scan here, but this is obviously very concerning right now. Also, a lot of the traffic cameras here have gone out. Riley has an urgent update. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Max, that Appleton, Wisconsin tornado warning has a huge reflectivity debris ball on it. I would support an upgrade to a tornado emergency for the town of Menasha and Sherwood. This should be a tornado emergency.
Thank you, Riley, for the update. My goodness, guys, that is unbelievable. We got a major tornado right now in progress in Appleton. Holy crap. Where did this even come from? This is unbelievable. We have 120 mile per hour winds going from northeast to southwest. That is the RFD. This is a huge tornado right now. I cannot stress enough. This is unbelievable what we're seeing. This is a significant tornado. There is a giant debris ball right now over Midway Road and Valley Road. This is right over US Highway 10. This is an extremely dangerous situation. I cannot urge enough that you need to run to your safe place, guys. If you have friends or family in Appleton, they need to take shelter. This is possibly a deadly tornado right now that is impacting the south side of Appleton, and it is going to be producing potentially catastrophic damage here. We very easily could see a tornado emergency from this storm as well. I very well would support that. I mean, these velocities are actually insane. We got 120 mile per hour winds going one way, 58 miles per hour the other way. The gate-to-gate shear is almost 200 miles per hour, which is actually insane. But this is just south again of the St. Elizabeth Hospital. It just crossed over US Highway 10. There are several traffic cameras that are along that route that have fully gone out. They probably got ripped off. I highly doubt those traffic cameras are even there anymore. They're probably in the sky being flown around. But going down to the south now, this is going to be coming up, luckily it looks like, on kind of a more rural area here south of Appleton. But nonetheless, this is impacting literally thousands of homes right now. This is another live shot pretty close to where this tornado is right now. This is one of the railway cameras near Neenah, and you can see the wind is starting to pick up here. Can't visibly see the tornado yet, but you can see the wind rapidly intensifying. These are looking two different directions here. Not seeing any clear power flashes as of right now, but obviously, again, guys, this is a major tornado right now that is ripping across this area. I don't, the words cannot describe how unbelievable this is. I mean, we literally went live 9 minutes ago and we got a huge tornado in progress, not one that we were expecting by any means. And that
because of downed trees, power lines, and still kind of waiting on a larger police presence to block off some of these roads. A lot of people showing up to volunteer, and officials are warning people, please don't come unless you have a formal assignment, because they just have too much traffic on these roads, and it's tough getting around. But some people, I think, are just in shock, still in a state of shock. This is really the strongest tornado to hit Wisconsin in 30 years. You know, the last time we had something this strong happen was 1996. We have video from how severe that damage was. So I think a lot of people are pretty stunned right now. Still, we're going to stay on top of this, Ian, but folks are just saying, you know, they really didn't think they'd get hit because we're surrounded by water here in terms of getting hit by a tornado. And, you know, National Weather Service teams giving this one an EF3.
Yeah, 3 decades since they've had a tornado like that in the month of July, and the awful consequences of that. So thankful that there were no fatalities with this, some minor injuries, but big job to get that place back to what it was before that storm yesterday.
Debris ball is huge, but right now the tornado's near China Star. It's hitting the Piggly Wiggly and the Michael's Bar and Grill. This is near Calder Stadium and just north of the Menasha High School Auditorium. So that's approximately where this tornado is currently located. You can see here, guys, this is another live shot right where this tornado is. Look how intense the winds are right now. My goodness. It is incredibly windy. You got a semi truck at the top of your screen that can barely drive right now. Waiting for another radar scan. This is, again, likely I'm very confident, guys, that we got a violent tornado in progress right now. I'm very confident in that. You can see the wind very intense here. We're going to have another radar scan here in a second. In case you're just tuning in, we have a large and extremely dangerous tornado in progress currently just south of Appelton, Wisconsin. This is hitting the city of Appelton right now. It is likely a deadly tornado, and I use those words very few far in between on live streams, but this is an incredibly dangerous tornado. This needs to be a tornado emergency for Appelton. The latest scan, you can see the CC drop here. Again, the reflectivity debris ball is still there. All right, you don't see this very often, but we got black on radar. What that means is that we have debris that is being lofted up so high into the atmosphere. We got probably parts of homes that are being lifted up right now. That radar reflectivity, what measures rain, is detecting debris. This is now hitting literally hundreds of homes right now near the Menasha High School Auditorium and also near the Parker John's Barbecue and Pizza. That is a huge debris signature right now on the south side of Appelton, and that is going towards Neenah right now. So Neenah's about to take a hit from this, and we just had another traffic cam go down because of, you know, this being such a significant tornado. I mean, again, guys, this is a really bad situation. Here's another live shot, by the way. This is also right next to where that tornado is. I don't think this is a visible tornado, by the way. I think this is definitely rain wrapped. I highly doubt anybody's going to be able to see this. I think more than anything, it's very rain wrapped, and it is obviously significant. Rain wrapped tornadoes far more dangerous than normal tornadoes that you can see. There are thousands of people that are driving on the roadway right now too that probably have absolutely, you know, maybe very little understanding of how significant this tornado is. But yeah, again, guys, we got tons of people that are currently in this warning. I'm really surprised this has not become a tornado emergency. It does already pass that criteria by quite a bit. The gate-to-gate wind shear right now, which is a pretty good measurement of how intense our tornado might be, is about 150 miles per hour. But the scan ago is up to like 170, I want to say. So this tornado right now is going directly south. It's near Neenah and just east of I-41. If you live in Stockbridge, Chilton, Kiel, or Brothertown, which are over here in eastern Wisconsin, now is your time to know where you're going. If you are, if you're in the track of this tornado, you need to know where you're going and have the proper precautions now. I would be going to your safe place now, though, if you live in these areas. I often do say you can wait a few minutes, but this is not the situation that you should be waiting at all. We got a violent tornado that is in progress on the south side here of Appelton that is producing major damage. Currently, this tornado hitting the 3rd Street Diner, Jefferson Park, Smith Park are being hit by this. It's coming up on Luigi's. It's also going to be hitting hitting the ThedaCare Regional Medical Center in a moment. Hopefully everybody's taking shelter there. And then after that, it's coming up on the Bergstrom Mahler Museum of Glass and then the Four Seasons Restaurant. This actually could go a bit more south and might track towards the east side of Neenah. So east side of Neenah is going to be directly in the path here of this significant tornado. We'll have another radar scan in a second, but once again, this debris signature is literally huge. This is unbelievable. We got 3 miles north to south in terms of how large our debris signature is. Now, granted, that does not mean the tornado is that large by any means, but debris is being lofted up in so many directions right now. Can only imagine what is happening right now in real time. This camera here that we're just looking at, this is a railway camera. This is in Neenah, so this is live right now this is basically on the south side of Neenah, and this tornado is going to be coming towards this camera here in just a few minutes. So we're going to keep eyes on that here over the next minute or two. I also want to point out the RFD from this storm, which is the wind that is coming from the storm itself, is over 90 miles per hour. So the wind outside of the tornado is also going to be very intense, and that is going to lead to significant damage as well. All right, so we got several problems currently over here near Appelton. All right, we'll have another radar scan in a moment. Guys, if you're tuning in from Appelton, by the way, please, again, make sure you're taking shelter. If you have any photos and videos of this storm at all, you can send them in to us on reports.maxvelocitywx.com. There is a link in the description. This storm, again, is currently in northeastern Wisconsin, just south of Green Bay. It is tracking towards Sheboygan, Fond du Lac, and then eventually going towards West Bend, might even go towards Milwaukee. Latest scan, again, still showing a really significant tornado. We are very fortunate right now that this tornado is not hitting the direct center of Neenah, but it is very close and it is moving that direction right now.
A new tornado
but again, this is
issued.
Very close. I mean, this is probably narrowly hitting right now the ThedaCare Regional Medical Center. Right now, the velocities going south are 105 miles per hour. Our gate-to-gate shear is about 180 miles per hour. All right, our gate-to-gate shear is 180 miles per hour. This is the most violent this storm signature has been since we went live. And it is right now barely clipping the town of Neenah right now. It's on the east side of Neenah. I also want to go quickly to Chicago. We just got a new tornado warning southwest of Chicago. This is a very strong area of rotation.
Destructive storms ripped through Wisconsin and Illinois yesterday. A preliminary EF3 tornado devastating the Appelton, Wisconsin area. They've reported extensive damage from Appelton down through Menasha, where we checked in last hour with the mayor, and Neenah. A storm has passed, but the residents and first responders are still combing through all that wreckage. Fox Weather correspondent Katie Byrne is live in Menasha, where the damage is worse. And Katie, you see the scene, your shot just popped up. You see what's going on behind you, some of the aerials that we've seen. To consider that there's minor injuries and no fatalities, that feels like no small miracle with this one.
It really does. I think a lot of people are pointing to the fact that this tornado moved through in broad daylight right around lunchtime yesterday. So people got those alerts and had some time to prepare. A lot of people taking cover in basements in some of these homes that aren't even here anymore. That's what you're looking at behind me. All of this debris once belonged to homes nearby, which I'm told some aren't here anymore. At least one right behind this house to my left. We were talking to the owner here, Adriana, who says her 2 young daughters were home taking cover in this basement. You could see the door to it. She was able to call her 15-year-old daughter and let her know, get into the basement as soon as you can, until an uncle was able to come by, get them out. They're safe now, but she says they're traumatized over just how scary this is. And even more concerning to Adriana, who's her own home, a total loss. She says there are some neighbors she still hasn't been able to get in touch with.
I was the rubber tracks over there when I seen my house. I said, oh my God, thought I was gonna pass out. I couldn't, my heart was just. I don't know what happened to that guy over there. I don't know what happened to anybody. I don't know.
Yeah, we can see widespread damage here, and residents are in fact being told to stay away while officials try to just really get an understanding of how much damage and what the worst spots are. We've got lots of people without power, no water, really minimal cell service here. So some still having trouble getting in touch with loved ones because of that power issue and because of the sheer amount of people displaced from homes. We've got shelters and cooling centers opening up because it is hot, and officials are warning that it could be a few days before full restoration in terms of that power coming back. We're still really in the very early stages right now of this recovery cleanup effort, seeing family members just showing up for the first time to see their homes or meet with their family members to try to help them clean up. But just a lot for folks to deal with here. And for the next several days, there's going to be a citywide curfew starting at 10 o'clock at night. Officials are also asking for, they're requesting support from the National Guard to help secure the community because getting is a mess. Lots of roads are impassable because of downed trees, power lines, and still kind of waiting on a larger police presence to block off some of these roads. A lot of people showing up to volunteer, and officials are warning people, please don't come unless you have a formal assignment because they just have too much traffic on these roads, and it's tough getting around. But some people, I think, are just in shock, still in a state of shock. This is really the strongest tornado to hit Wisconsin in 30 years. You know, the last time we had something this strong happen was 1996. We have video from how severe that damage was. So I think a lot of people are pretty stunned right now. Still, we're going to stay on top of this, Ian, but folks are just saying, you know, they really didn't think they'd get hit because we're surrounded by water here in terms of getting hit by a tornado. And, you know, National Weather Service teams giving this one an EF3.
Yeah, 3 decades since they've had a tornado like that in the month of July, and the awful consequences of that. So thankful that there were no fatalities with this, some minor injuries, but big job to get that place back to what it was before that storm yesterday. That's Fox Weather correspondent Katie Byrne. Thank you.
Around